Welcome back or welcome to my channel. So today I am back with another DIY. I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve these SamariaLeah inspired lace-up denim shorts at home. So if you want to see how to do this, then keep on watching. So what you're going to need are some denim shorts. I had to because I didn't know which one I was going to use yet. A tape measure, a marker, some scissors, Gorilla Glue or E6000, some eyelets. I got the 1/4 inch size, some rope or some type of lacing, and some scrap denim fabric. And you also need the eyelet toolkit and a hammer. So you want to start by laying out your shorts, and you want to measure from the seat of your pants all the way up to the waistband so you'll know how long to make that strip of fabric we're going to be placing there. And my shorts went up to 14 inches, but I cut at 15 inches just so I have enough space in case I mess up. I'd rather have too much than too little. So now you want to take your scrap denim fabric, and I decided to cut along the seam of the pants so I would have that clean look like I sewed it, but I didn't. And I measured it about 1 3/4 inches wide. So I marked that, and then of course we measured 15 inches long. So I marked there. So 1 3/4 inch wide, 15 inches long. And I'm just cutting that out. Again, I cut along the seam of the pants just to have that clean look like I sewed it, but I didn't. So you should have something that looks like this. Again, we have that clean edge, and you want to cut out 2 of those. So I'm taking the other pants leg. I cut this fabric off a pair of jeans that I made in the shorts. I keep all my scrap fabric, but anyway, I took the other pants leg and did the same thing on that side and just cut out 2 of the same strips. So now you want to lay your shorts back out, and you want to take your strips that you just made and lay them out to see where you want to place them and see if you like the size of them and how they fit on the shorts. I decided that mine were too wide, but I'm still just seeing where I want to place them at. And I also decided to cut this little thick piece right here off. I just felt like there was too much going on. It was too thick. It was too much going on. So I just cut that off. But I decided to trim down my strips to 1 1/4 inches wide. But right here, I'm just folding it to see how wide I want to make it. And then I took my eyelets and placed on top to see if I would have enough space for those to fit with me trimming it down. And I did. So yeah, I just cut it down to 1 1/4 inches wide and did the same thing on the other piece. And here I'm just marking all the way up the strip at 1 1/4 inches wide, making a dotted line for myself so that I cut straight. That's all I was doing. So again, I'm laying my shorts out and placing my strips in the places that I want them to see if I like the placement of them and if I like the width of these better, and I did. So now we're going to get ready to mark where we're going to place our holes for our eyelets. So starting from the first hole, I spaced my holes 1.5 inches apart from each other, and I just did that all the way down the strip. So for the second strip, I just took my tape measure and measured straight across to the right strip and marked on the right side in the same place I did on the left side, just so they're even. So you should have something that looks like this. Now we're going to take our eyelets. I have the 1/4 inch size. And I don't know if you can see a difference, but I tried to show y'all. The one on the left will be your top piece that goes in the front of the fabric. The one on the right will be your back piece. The left one is more narrow and deeper, and the right one is wider and a more shallow hole. So I'm just separating my top pieces out here so that I can already have that out the way. And now we're just going to cut where we marked on our fabric. I'm just making like an X shape when I cut. And then just kind of stretching it out with my finger, and then I'm placing the eyelet in just to make sure it fits, and you're just going to repeat that on all the places that we marked for the holes all the way down the strip until you're done. So now that all of our top pieces for our eyelets are in place, you're going to take your eyelet toolkit, and you need this in order to snap these in place, otherwise they're not going to stay. But anyway, you're going to take your back piece and put that on the wrong side of the fabric, the back side of the fabric. You're going to take that black piece from the toolkit and have the groove side face up. You're going to take the silver part and have the circular part face down and line it up with the eyelet, and you're going to hammer it into place. And you're just going to repeat this all the way down to the last eyelet, again placing the back piece on top of the black part and the silver piece on top of the fabric, and make sure it lines up with the eyelet and hammering into place. Just explain that one more time just in case you didn't get it the first time. If you did, I'm sorry you had to hear it again. Oh well. So now you should have something that looks like this. The eyelets are in place, they're not moving, and of course you want to repeat that on the other strip. Now we're about to place our fabric onto the shorts. So you want to take your E6000, your Gorilla Glue, I have Gorilla Glue, either one is fine, and you're going to place that only on the outside part of the strip, that seam that we cut. That's where you're going to place the glue at, or if you want to sew it, you can sew it there. But you want to leave the other flap open so we can place our strings through to lace it up, otherwise you can't get to the holes to lace up your shorts. It's not going to work, so you have to leave that part open, just glue the outside part of the fabric. And as you can see how I did on the other side, for that part that we tucked under the seat of the pants, I just placed a clip on so that it stays in place while it dries. Now you're going to take your rope or whatever type of lacing you have. You can use a shoelace, ribbon, whatever you want, whatever color you want, and you're just going to lace up your shorts. Also guys, I forgot to mention to cut off that excess fabric at the top of the shorts on the strips that you glued down, because I clearly forgot to do that. But yeah, just cut that excess fabric that's hanging off because that's not cute. So now I'm just tying it in a bow, and then I just cut off the excess string that I had left. I had a lot of excess string left, so I just cut that off. And don't worry about the frayed ends. We're going to burn that just so they look more clean and, you know, it's not frayed. And I also cut the bottom off these shorts because that hem never lays flat, and it was irritating me. It has never laid flat as long as I've had these shorts, even when I iron it. So I just cut it off. But yeah, now your shorts are complete. I hope I didn't make this too complicated. I want it to be beginner friendly. That's why I didn't sew it. I normally would sew, but yeah, that's why I decided to use glue. But that's it for this video. I hope I explained it well. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, please. And thank you. And make sure post notifications are on so you don't ever miss when I post, because you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So make sure post notifications are on, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.